Beginner Amazon sellers always ask me, what's the best category that I should start selling profitable products in? Now, the answer to this question is really depends on the person. My response to them usually is that they should focus on the products that they know. For example, if you were a sneakerhead years ago, you should start focusing on sneakers. Or if you know all the hot selling snacks that your kids love, you should start with grocery. This makes it a lot easier to get started and stops your analysis paralysis because you're already aware of what products are selling really well. Now you just have to find them. This video is going to show you exactly how you can find any type of product that you want to source. We're going to use the Keep a Product Finder, and this is a great tool for any beginner Amazon seller to learn. With that being said, let's get into the video so you can see exactly how this works. And as always, if you got value, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into it. So in the intro, I gave two examples for this type of search. So we're going to show you a Nike shoe search, and then we are also going to show you a grocery search. So if you want to start in Nike, and let's say you know shoes, here's how you'd start to find a list of products that are potentially profitable to sell on Amazon. So we're going to start with the sales rank of about 150,000 for the 90-day average. The reason we're doing 90-day average is we want to see like basically across the time horizon, listings that sell at least 100 times a month around. So we don't want to do currently because listing sales ranks fluctuate up and down. So we want to kind of keep it stable across 90 days. And then we're going to do Amazon out of stock so we don't have to compete with Amazon. And then we are going to scroll down and go to the root category. So we are going to go to the clothing and shoes. And then we're going to hit a subcategory here. So this is an example of like where you can do subcategories. So you can do different subcategories. Like you can do, there's basically running, like road running shoes. So a lot of the stuff that sells on Amazon isn't your typical like hypebeast shoes. So you can just basically go into the subcategories here and you can basically pick out a bunch of different shoe categories here. We got soccer shoes. I haven't really ever sold soccer shoes. Work and utility, basketball shoes, 100%. I have sold some basketball shoes in the past. Just typing out hose. Why won't it type out the S? That's so funny. Okay. So where's the basketball? Here we go. Basketball shoes. I promise you I didn't do that on purpose. All right, so we got 148,000 products. We obviously want to narrow that down a little bit more. So we're going to go scroll down to the offer count here. We want to make sure we're finding listings that are definitely arbitrage. So let's say we do about 12 or so offer count, like 12 or more sellers here. And that's how we can get it down to 3,000 products. You can even do a little bit more just to guarantee you're getting arbitrageable products. You'll probably get more fast-moving listings if you go up to 18 sellers. And now it gets it down to 1,000. And you can also find sellers on these listings because they're probably doing arbitrage if they have if it has a higher offer count and they're selling stuff like Nike. You know, it's pretty easy to pick that out. But if we go to the search, we're going to have 1,000 products. Likely a bunch of Nike stuff. So we have a lot of Brooks here. Definitely have seen Brooks for retail arbitrage. That's a good brand for retail arbitrage. Haven't really seen it for OA. But let's say we want to pick out certain brands. We can even narrow down the search even more. So let's say we click Nike and Adidas. I've seen New Balance. I've seen Hoka. Those are like 4 good brands to start out with. So we have 539 products in the search now. So now we got a bunch of different listings here. This is definitely arbitrage, it looks like, or at least retail arbitrage. This obviously is price tanking, but you could take the sellers on these listings and then find other things to piggyback off of. That's one thing I would highly recommend doing. This could also be arbitrage or retail, like online arbitrage or retail arbitrage. So if you're doing retail arbitrage, you can also find a lot of things to look for as well. I know this shoe, I've seen this before, or I've seen like a different model of this shoe, but this is definitely like a good arbitrage product right here. And if you find something that looks good, stable, keep a graph, you're going to want to go with SellerAmp. And then you're going to want to go on Google and try to find this profitably. So we see Kohl's has it for $34.99, which gets us a lot closer. Dick's has it for $37.
So Nike has it on sale right now. Looks like if Nike runs like a 20% off sale, you could probably get this for even cheaper. See, is Nike running any kind of sale right now? That's something I'd want to look at. If they're running some sort of sale, let's say you could tack on 20% there. I'm just going hypothetically here, but Nike does run 20 to 25% sales all the time. I want to put this sourcing in theory for you guys. So you get it down to 32 here. I have a prep center, so your profit will probably be a lot higher than mine. My prep center definitely eats into my profits, so I usually don't go after a lot of shoes because of that. But let's say we take $2 out of the cost because I have my prep center fee incorporated into the calculation, so I just subtracted it there to get rid of that fee. That gets you more like $9 profit, 16% margin, 30% ROI. That's a lot better. That puts you at a baseline. Also, Kohl's does run like Kohl's Cash. You can get 20% back at Kohl's. So that's another way you can get some money down here from $34.99. But that's basically how this would work in a nutshell. You can obviously try to find products with the search, or you can try to find the sellers on this listing. And let's go back to the search. So let's say we're looking to find these sellers here, and we're looking for sellers with around 20 to 200 reviews or so. Looks like right here, this could be a good arbitrage seller. This one too, 44, 33. So I'd click on these and go through their store and make sure that they're selling a lot of arbitrage stuff like we talked about, Nike, Adidas, stuff like that. But maybe they're more so wholesale or brick and mortar selling on Amazon, potentially possibility there. But it looks like there's a lot of good sellers on this listing that you could reverse source from. See 23.75. So I would just basically reverse source those sellers right there and try to find more products profitably. And then if we're going to look for the other category we're talking about, like grocery, then we're going to go back into the advanced filters. We're going to change this search up a little bit. I'm going to change the sales rank here to about 80,000 because grocery is a different type of category where it's not as broad as shoes and apparel. So we'll change this category to grocery here. And we're obviously going to want to take the brands out. So you can just hit clear all here. That gets rid of the brands. And we're going to want to clear these subcategories because shoes are not in grocery. So now we have 3,530 products with the exact same search. We can also try to narrow it down a little bit. We can also go into a subcategory if we wanted to. So I'm thinking like snacks, maybe like that type of subcategory. Looks like there's 16 products in fruit snacks. So this looks like it could have been a good lead back before it started to tank a little bit here. But definitely looks like something interesting and worth looking into. But like these could also be retail arbitrage as well. You're going to want to look for like higher offer counts. Now, this is a very fast moving listing too. You can see even with 70 sellers, this price is holding pretty stable. This could have been like in Costco or something. It looks like a bulk pack. But yeah, this can give you ideas of things to look for in retail arbitrage as well. So these are great searches. Even if you're doing retail arbitrage, don't think you don't have to get on the computer. It will definitely help you out. So this looks good right here. Let's try to find this product profitably. Like the offer count is going down or the seller count is going down and the price is starting to go up. Could be a good time to get in this. So looks like Costco carries this product. This could be another good retail arbitrage product as well. I'm not really seeing anything. We can go to Google Shopping to try to find more. Yeah, this is probably something that's sold in Costco. So this is definitely a retail arbitrage, be on the lookout product for sure. Let's go back to that top one we were looking at as well. I think it was a larger size too. You're going to find a lot of retail arbitrage in this stuff. It contains 30 bags. This is definitely a large size, but let's check it out. Maybe it's on Google. So we just go through and then go to Google. Looks like this brand is known to file IP complaints. So I definitely would stay away from this listing. It's not worth the risk. Even with this amount of sellers, and you can see the brands on the listing here. If you're a new seller, this is not really a good thing to go after. If you have been selling for a while, you can sometimes take the risk. I sometimes do take the risk. But if you are a brand new seller, you don't want to get hit with an IP complaint. That will not end well for you. This could be, and that's just basically the brand complaining, by the way. So that's essentially what that means. We'd want to try to get a coupon down in this, but my guess is probably it's probably 20% off your order. So look for like sign up codes and stuff like this. But my guess is probably retail arbitrage, because like you'd need a 50% off code here. And I'm not seeing any like incentivization to buy more. I'm not seeing like buy 6, get it half off or whatever. That's like, you'll see a lot of websites do stuff like that. But yeah, basically this is how you try to dig into different niches and start to find a ton of things profitably this way. You can also reverse source the sellers on these listings as well. That'll give you an idea of like who to be reverse sourcing. Again, try to look for sellers around like 20 to 200 reviews. Those are usually arbitrage sellers. You'll have the most luck when you're going through those sellers. But hope you guys got some value from this video. And definitely, if you're a straight beginner, you should be using the Keep a Product Finder to help you identify different products, different niches and stuff like that to sell in. Hope you guys got some value from this video. And as always, if you did, please drop a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.